Supporters of Limpopo Premier Castle Matale are celebrating after his re-election as ANC provincial chairperson, and the Road Traffic Management Corporation has dismissed reports that the 9-month-old National Traffic Police Force is a total mess. Ambusisi Wakhatebe with the latest news updates. Supporters of Limpopo Premier Castle Matale are celebrating after his re-election as ANC provincial chairperson following an elective conference at the University of Limpopo. He has beaten Arts and Culture Deputy Minister Joe Pahla by a small margin. Matale, a strong ally of suspended League President Julius Malema, has limited control over his administration after 5 departments were put under national administration. Some political analysts believe the outcome of the conference holds the key to the ruling party's elective conference in Manguang next year. They say that the faction that has won might determine whether President Jacob Zuma gets a second term in office. SABC senior specialist reporter Mahlatsi Gallants is in Polokwane.
Castle Matale won by a very close margin, just 10 votes ahead of challenger Joe Pahla. His camp won all the 4 positions, and Soviet Lekhanyani is now the provincial secretary, replacing Joe Maswangani. The announcement was made in a near-empty hall after voting continued until the early hours of this morning. Pahla's supporters were nowhere to be seen. Mahlatsi Gallants, SABC News, University of Limpopo, Teklob.
For more on the Limpopo ANC elective conference, press option 7. African People's Convention President Themba Godi says his party will not be part of the planned coalition of opposition parties. He's been speaking at the party's 3-day first national elective conference in Bloemfontein. Godi has also told delegates at the conference, which will end today, that it's unfortunate that many people are still living in abject poverty.
We will be the party that will ask the questions about who owns the land, who own the farms, who own the industries, who own the mines, who own the banks. If the answer is that they are owned by the majority, we just need to go out in the streets and see if the appearance of this majority reflect their ownership of these critical resources of our land.
Former President Thabo Mbeki says South Africans deserve to know facts about the country's history which are not yet public knowledge. He made the comments in an article he wrote in response to allegations that former Special Investigations Unit head Willem Heath made against him. Mbeki says he has various facts at his disposal which are essential pieces of the jigsaw puzzle which explain the evolution of South Africa over a number of decades. Heath resigned following comments he made about Mbeki to a weekend newspaper. These include an allegation that Mbeki was behind President Jacob Zuma's rape case a few years ago. And lastly, the Road Traffic Management Corporation has dismissed reports that the 9-month-old National Traffic Police Force is a total mess. The unit has been criticized for allegedly lacking personnel and resources needed to start operations. Officers have also allegedly not been properly trained. The department was launched recently to crack down on drunk driving and corruption, as well as reduce deaths on national roads. The corporation's acting CEO, Collins Litswalo, says the reports are misleading.
People must know that the National Traffic Police has got only 280 members compared to all the other forces. The other forces have got 4,000 members, and that mainly because our job is intervention in nature. So we don't do what other traffic forces would do. We augment what they do and will intervene when it is necessary to do so.
Catch the latest news anytime here on Newsbreak Option 1.